All right, let's talk a little bit about the Lions and the Raiders. This Sunday, it's going to be going down 4 p.m. around 4:05 Eastern. So it's a late game. We're going out to the West Coast to take on the Raiders. This is the prediction video. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and yeah, it'll be an interesting game. I think the Raiders are like 3-4. They're second in the AFC West right now. The Lions, I think, is what are they? 3-1. If my memory serves me correctly. And like I said yesterday, Matthew Stafford is playing at an MVP caliber level right now, and I think it's going a little bit unnoticed because of the losses and the wins and the draw to the Arizona Cardinals. And I think the only game that I think he really played bad in was the Cardinal game because they didn't put up enough points. I feel they should have put up more points, and obviously the Pascaloni and Patricia let them down. But the Raiders just lost to the Houston Texans. I think that before that they beat the Indianapolis Colts, which proved to be a solid team this year. So the Raiders dangerous. The reason they so dangerous this week for us is because we got to travel out to the West Coast, and teams that travel from Pacific Standard Time to Eastern Standard Time or Central, they have problems, and teams that go East or from Central and they go out to Pacific time zones, they have problems. So I doubt if the Fours let them get out there early, which I feel they should have been out there like Monday or Tuesday to get acclimated to the time zone. So that could be a difference. Jet lag, they probably gonna get out there like Friday, knowing how cheap the Fours is. So this is a dangerous game, you know what I'm saying? The Raiders, they featured Tyrell Williams, who had a big game last week. Josh Jacobs in the run game. He ain't been, the best, but he been doing good for a rookie. They tight end, Darren Waller, just got extension. He's shown to be one of the better tight ends this year. And, defensively, Khalil Farrell, they got a few dudes down there that can really, do the job. So they did a good job containing Deshaun Watson last week. They traded their corner Conley to the Houston Texans, and they tried to go at them last week. They had a little bit of success, but for the most part, he held his own, out there versus Tyrell Williams and them. And Derek Carr has been playing pretty solid, you know what I'm saying? He don't have the gaudy numbers because they don't have the greatest weapons, but I believe they lost their offensive lineman, Rodney Hudson, I believe his name was last week, because I was paying attention to that Texans game, and they made some plays in the air. They got pretty good weapons. The Raiders just got to continue to build on what they're doing. Derek Carr's been doing solid this season. He got a high completion rate, but then again, he got Tyrell Williams and Waller and Josh Jacobs, and they don't really have too much around him. I think Zay Jones went over from the Bills, and he started to start over there. So they just, if the Raiders, choose to stick with Derek Carr, which I don't see any quarterbacks coming out the draft this year that's like super duper good. They can say Tua, but he injury prone. He injured again with an ankle. They can say Justin Herbert. I don't think a lot of people sold on him neither. Excuse me, especially after that Auburn game. So they can say a few different guys in there, is that guy. But I mean, I really don't know. But with the Raiders, they dangerous for us, man. Just going out to the West Coast, and I don't think we've been that successful going out to Oakland. It'll be last time I think Oakland will be in that arena, maybe one more year. Then Las Vegas opened up, so just looking at what the Lions got to do to win this game. For one, they got to be focused. They got to be rested. No partying in Oakland. I know the Bay Area turned up a lot. They got to be no going to the club. They got to be focused. This is a vital game. They got a stretch they can win a few games in that stretch, man. If they really want to get back into the playoff race, and they got a winnable stretch. So, looking at this game, they got to be able to run the ball a little bit, but Matthew Stafford got to be everything as he been all year. He got to be accurate with the ball. He got to expose those other corners they got out there with Conley gone. They got a dude named Worley. He all right. But he got to expose them. Linebacker core, they just brought back Brandon Marshall. It's kind of a little thin. So, in actuality, they got to just run the ball a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Run it a little bit. And, Stafford got to be Stafford and make plays down the field. He got a great matchup this week with Jones and Galladay, Amendola. They got great matchups, man. Their offensive line can block, which the Raiders pass rush, it's pretty cool, but it ain't nothing like it was with Khalil Mack. So, they can protect Stafford. Stafford can have a big day going down the field once again. You know what I'm saying? I would look for them. I would look for Darrell Bevell to get, the rook Tyler Johnson in space, off the screen, running back screens, or, just off of the Texas route, circle routes, option route. I look for them to get him in space to supplement the run game with the pass game and have some success, man. And I think screens to receivers can help into a lot of short passes, but they got great matchups across the board, man, from the receivers, all three of them, to the tight end have a great matchup. And TJ Hockenson really ain't, been that effective, but that's just the NFL for a rookie tight end. It's a lot to learn. They can bracket you. They can show you different coverages. You got to learn the line audibles. You got to learn your route audibles. So, I wasn't expecting for him to splash on the scene. And I said that before the season. I think everybody got spoiled. Everybody got spoiled by his performance versus the Arizona Cardinals. But, looking at what the Raiders, what the Raiders got to do, and I kind of give both perspective. For the Raiders, they got to run the ball, man. And then Derek Carr play action, especially if Darius Slay don't play. Look for Tyrell Williams. He been huge this year for them when he healthy. And Darren Waller. You got to look at those two guys off the play action. They make plays down the field. And Zay Jones caught a nice little slant pass last week too. But I look for them to get Jacobs in space, kind of like what the Giants did with Saquon Barkley. Get him on that wheel route. Get him out in the flats. Get him in the screen game. And, that's what I'll be looking to do if I'm the Oakland Raiders. I'll be looking to run that ball and get Jacobs in space, and I'll play action, and hit Zay Jones going down, or hit Tyrell Williams going down, or hit Waller going over the middle of the field. And I think that's what they got to do defensively. Matthew Stafford is second best in the league behind Kirk Cousins against the blitz. So I don't know if they want to blitz all that much, but I will be real, I'll be real kind of, touchy-feely when I blitz. I'll be real selective when I blitz is the better word. But at the end of the day, you got to blitz. You know what I'm saying? Blitzing is when you send more than 4, when you send 5. So I'll blitz now and then Matthew Stafford. But really, you got to pick your poison. And what I would do is, I would probably, you really don't have to double nobody. If I did double somebody, I would mix it up between Jones and Galladay. You know what I'm saying? I would mix it up, but I think they could play straight up, just man to man or zone or even a zone matchup zone, not matchup zone, but like a combination zone and man. But they played a solid game versus Deshaun Watson. They held DeAndre Hopkins in check. But the difference is, Matthew Stafford is a more polished quarterback than Deshaun Watson right now. He may not be the runner, Oakland Raiders fans, but he not gonna hold on to that ball. Matthew Stafford going 1, 2, 3, bam, it's gonna be gone. 1, 2, 3, 5 and hit, bam, it's gonna be gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, step drop, bam, it's gone. So he can get the ball out. He's not gonna hold the ball and try to make something on the edge happen. You know what I'm saying? And for Deshaun Watson, that's a gift and a curse. To hold that ball and make something happen. That's why Ben Roethlisberger beat up right now, But for Matthew Stafford, he can get the ball out of his hands. So, what you got to do is play tight coverage, and hopefully you make a play on the ball. Hopefully the referees help you out. Hopefully the receivers drop the ball. But if I'm Oakland, I'm not double teaming TJ Hockenson. You know what I'm saying? I ain't double teaming him. I just, I just play straight up, and if whoever killing us, I double team them. But from the defensive side for the Lions, and tight end, this dude cross street dog loose. The tight end is what I'd be looking for. You know what I'm saying? Waller is huge, and I presume you don't get healthy within a week. So Tyron Williams, if Darius Slay play, I'll be he just shit in my yard. Dude, get. I'm gonna beat the shit out this nigga, dog. Didn't even nothing come out. And then dogs, they do the little thing and put your grass up. My dog ain't gonna like that. Now, if he would have shit out, I thought it was my dog. I'm gonna have to go get his owner, man. This shit in my yard. But yeah, when I was at Oakland, I'd defend Oakland. I would bracket Waller. You know what I'm saying? I would bracket Waller. And then you need to stop the run. But then if they get Josh Jacobs in space, he really elusive. So I would double Waller. I'll put Slay on Williams, and then, you know, Melvin should be able to handle Zay Jones. But, you know, to see this offense, if they had Antonio Brown, he would act right. I think the Raiders would have been a playoff team with the injury to Patrick Mahomes. And the way Derek Carr playing this year, I think high completion percentage. You gave him Antonio Brown messed this team up, because this team could have been solid, because they got Mo Hurst in the middle. He doing pretty well. They got Khalil Farrell. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know who their linebackers is. I think they still got Carl Joseph at safety. You know, they building something here, man. They got a straight foundation of young players. They gotta just get, you know, Antonio Brown really would have helped them. But you know, I double team Waller. I put Slay on Williams. Maybe keep somebody on top of Williams. He like to run those deep routes, 9, post. You know what I'm saying? Anything deep, that's pretty much what we're good at. With that body too, he can give you the slant. You know, he can give you the dig route, the out route, the crossing route, because he can shield the receiver. He can shield that corner off. So Tyrell Williams when he played like a Pro Bowl caliber receiver. And you know, Waller is, to me, he a Pro Bowl tight end this year. I really don't know who ahead of him, who better than him in the AFC. I can't think off top, but he one of the best. But, you know, defend the Raiders, stop the run, double Waller, put Slay on Williams, and every now and again keep somebody on. Well, I keep somebody on top of Williams. You know, I make Williams run those intermediate route. He injured too. I let him run that slant route. I play outside leverage. I let him play that slant route. Force him on the inside. Force him to the dig and the crossing route. And you got to hit a guy like that. That's a lot of body to hit. And over the years, Calvin Johnson was the same way. That's what Calvin broke down. Julio breaking down. AJ Green breaking down. No receivers at 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". You a big receiver. That's a detriment. You know, it has this gift. It's a gift and a curse, because when you go up and catch, it's a lot of body to hit. It's a lot of leg to hit. And, you know, that's a good thing about the smaller receivers, your Hines Wards, your Antonio Browns, your Deshaun Jacksons. They don't have a lot of body to hit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, looking at this game, it's going to be, I think, going to be a close game. You know, I hope Lions fans not sleeping on the Raiders, because John Gruden has been calling a good game. They're in a position to win a division. They went to Houston and lost. I think they played Indianapolis, and they was there. They beat them. If my memory serves me correctly, they went to Lambeau, got stumped out though. But they was hanging with the Packers for a minute. You know, they just got outgunned there. Their defense got picked apart. But Matthew Stafford should have a huge game today, and one or two or three of the receivers, if not all three, should have huge games. So I think the Lions should win this game. I think it'd be like 31-24 type of game. I think it's gonna be 31-24 type of game. I think it'll be close. I think Stafford just got a little bit more weapons and a little bit more juice with his team. I think he just got a little more weapons and a little bit more juice with his team, man. If Derek Carr had Antonio Brown and Rodney Hudson, if he play, and they had Antonio Brown, I think they'd won a few more games. The Raiders, you know, they might be leading the AFC West, but Antonio Brown messed up a good thing. So if it was a fifth, we all be drunk, right? So I like the Raiders, and I like the Lions in this game, 31-24. But I do respect what John Gruden doing. I thought it was crazy trading Khalil Mack, but I see the growth, and I see what they're doing here. I think Derek Carr, they got, you know, he been playing well this year, but they probably still want another quarterback. But I really don't see a quarterback out there that I could say 100%, you know, definitely gonna be better than Derek Carr. in the draft. But we'll see. It's a long college football season, it's a long NFL season. But I think we go out to the West Coast and get the dub, but it's going to be tough. Switching time zones. The Raiders ain't no cupcake, especially when they're at home, the black hole. So, at the end of the day, the Lions, they gotta be on their P's and Q's this weekend, but they got great matchups offensively across the board for their receivers. If Hawkinson was more active, he could be a good pickup, but he ain't had a great week since week 1. But they do need to find a way to integrate him, especially versus the linebackers of the Raiders. Or the safety. They have not one that can match up with them. But I like the receivers this week for the Lions, man. And for the Raiders, fantasy wise, I like Waller. I like Waller. The Lions defending tight ends a little bit better, but Waller a beast. But hey, 31-24, I got the Lions win. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, entertainment. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel, link subscription. Best way to donate is share the video. Appreciate the love, support. We're going.